The knives are out for Starmer. Pressure on Keir Starmer is intensifying, and it's coming from his own MPs, from Labour activists, and from trade unions. And the message is increasingly blunt: change course or face the consequences. Now, of course, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning at the time of, or 4:30, I think, when the result was finally there. I did do the video at the time. That's over on my main channel, Silver Fox Hot Takes. So if you're somebody who watches on this channel and doesn't know about Silver Fox Hot Takes, go across. Tons over there as well. But of course, that was just really the announcement. I then went to bed. I had a couple of pre-recorded stuff that you've seen this morning. But this is the one that we must do. One could call it the post-mortem, if you will. And it's a post-mortem that absolutely will have to happen. Not here on my channel. Good Lord, no. This post-mortem will be going on deep in the heart of the Cabinet Office. There will be a lot of very, very worried people. None more so than Keir Starmer. Now, senior Labour figures are now openly criticising the party leadership. Angela Rayner described recent events as a wake-up call. She's urging the party to be braver than it's been and return to a Labour agenda that puts people first. Labour MP John Trickett went even further. He's suggesting the Prime Minister should, quote, reflect on his position. Others demanded a sharp policy shift to the left. They want calls for wealth taxes, a terrible idea that would watch all the money flee the country. They want calls for more left-wing direction, a terrible idea that would see businesses collapse. They want calls for a fundamental rethink. Okay, that one I definitely go along with, but not a rethink that way, a rethink that way. That may be the wrong way round now I think about it. But from my point of view, not left, right. But anyway, the internal divide is, of course, now laid bare. There is an open, gaping wound in the body politic of the Labour Party. It is a gaping chest wound. This is not something to be fixed with a sticking plaster. This needs major surgery and, I'm afraid, amputation of the head. But it's the union pressure, I think, that will ultimately bring change, because the unions are the paymasters, ka-ching. And when you've got them by the wallets, the hearts and minds soon follow. Unite leader Sharon Graham, and she's been very anti-Starmer for some time, of course, she said that Labour must ditch the gimmicks, in her words, and return to what she called real Labour. She criticised the government's economic approach. She's arguing that workers are facing a cost of living crisis and the Treasury is blocking investment. And so it's a double ender, as it were, for Sharon Graham. Unison figures, of course, warned that the government is failing working people. The Fire Brigades Union has also issued a stark warning: change course or face serious electoral consequences. And so for Labour especially, union support has always been central, and indeed it's been absolutely vital. Ka-ching. And that relationship is now strained to the point of breaking. Labour groups within the party, they're aligning. But they're not aligning behind Starmer. Good Lord, no. They are aligning behind Andy Burnham. That is the biggest challenge for Starmer of all. The party has accused the leadership figures of blocking their strongest candidate. And indeed, many are saying that should Starmer have allowed Burnham to have fought the Gorton and Denton by-election, they would today be celebrating a win. And I say celebrating a win. Everyone in Labour would be celebrating a win except Starmer, who'd be celebrating the end of his premiership. So he gave up a seat to the Greens in order to save his own arse. But they called the decision a catastrophic error, these activists, saying you should have put Burnham up. Now there's other seats that are going to become available. Burnham will get one of them. They can't keep putting Burnham out. The left of the party will not stand for it. And of course, there's the NEC elections coming up soon. And believe you me, at the end of that, you will have a very anti-Starmer NEC. The Politburo will then make sure that Burnham gets the first available seat. But even long-standing party figures are describing the situation as a bruising beating. The tone across the whole of the Labour movement is shifting. Basically, it's going from what was concern to what is now alarm. And if it isn't fixed soon, that will change to panic. And that'll be very, very quickly come May the 7th. But at the heart of all this criticism is a simple argument, I think. And as I was watching last night, and I was looking at the numbers, and I was looking at the reactions. I mean, and Lucy Powell, I mean, she obviously, she had to do her thing and stand there and defend Labour and defend Starmer, which must have been hard. But it was obvious that she'd given up. And that's happening a lot. They've realised, because if voters are turning away from Labour's current direction, should the party change policy? She said no. She said it's communication. We must get our message across. I would say, Lucy, you've done a very good job of getting your message across. Your trouble is people don't like your message. Now, if you can't change your policies, you've got to change your leader. Some MPs are already raising that explicitly, publicly, and without fear, because they know that Starmer has no authority, no power anymore. He is a figurehead, a dead duck, plucked, ready for the oven. But that's the problem. For now, he is technically in control. He is still in the big seat, but the pressure is building. Unions are demanding change. MPs are questioning strategy. Activists are calling for a massive reset. And in politics, internal dissent is manageable until it isn't. It's a tipping point, and Starmer, I think, has gone over that tipping point, and he is falling down into the Reichenbach Falls of political chaos. The next move from Starmer and his critics, who knows? It will define where the party goes. It will define who the party picks as its next leader. Will they go for what many see as a safe pair of hands in Wes Streeting? Nice boy done good, hasn't really put himself out there in terms of damaging anyone's reputation, but really uninspiring. And I would say, and I would honestly say he's human, unlike Starmer, who does not have any idea how to deal with people. But he's just not a very exciting human. And the way he speaks, he's very bland, isn't he? He's got no excitement about him. Oh, yes, we will do this and we will do that. And, and it's almost as though he's been voice coached by a Ken doll. Or you have Rayner, God help us all, or Andy Burnham. But Andy Burnham is too cheeky chappy from up north, isn't he? He's very divisive, put it that way. There's no one, is there? There's literally no one in the Labour Party. And that's the only reason I think Starmer's still there. They look around and they go, who? Thank you very much. This went on longer than I thought it was going to be. There was a bit more analysis in the end when I was writing the script, and I thought, oh, well, I'll put it in. Thanks very much. Do please hit subscribe, and I will speak to you later. Bye.